Hello, my name is Lindsay Schott. I am taking Oceanography with Dr. Lick, and today I'm going to be discussing with you climate changes and how it affects the ocean. And also because I am not very good at video programming, and as you can see, I don't have a partner, so I have decided to tell you instead about the two types of effects that the climate has on the ocean. I'm going to tell you about 5 of them, so I hope you're ready for it, because I am. Okay. The first effect that the climate has on the ocean changes is that of having a warmer ocean. According to conservation.org, the ocean absorbs 80% of the heat added to the Earth's system by climate change. The warmer weather can force many species to migrate to other locations in order to maintain their temperature, which in turn can cause a lot of the animals that depend on them to move as well, or to even die out because their food source has left them. It disrupts the entire ecosystem in the area, and we as humans also depend on the ecosystems to remain unchanged as we benefit from the fishing grounds and the nutrients and all of that the ocean life has that we depend on. The second effect is the melting of the North and South poles. According to Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, the balance between incoming sunlight and outgoing infrared radiation determines the Earth's climate, unquote. These are called greenhouse gases. These gases dominate over the climate, and the increased heating can change the climate properties such as surface temperature, the rainfall, the etc., etc., etc. The sea level, according to WHOI, is estimated to rise due to the thermal warming and the melting glaciers and the ice sheets, thus causing a loss of vital habitats for mammals, fish, animals such as penguins and polar bears and seals, and as well as ourselves. We humans are also affected by it. And of course, all of this can bring about the third effect, which is the rise in the sea level. According to Oceana.org, sea level rise will flood developed and developing countries alike. Even some of the world's most important and heavily populated cities, such as New York, London, and even Bangkok, are at risk of disappearing under the rising waters. One major proof of this evidence would be New York City during the tragedy of Hurricane Sandy. Because from all of the rain and the hurricane, the sea level rose, and New York found a majority of itself underwater, and it is still recovering from the damage that it has undergone. The coastal habitats are also in danger of being lost due to the sea level rising, which can cause an entire species to die out. And of course, when you've got the whole chain of things that depend on it, you take out the one and then the rest start to fall. So that's not good. The fourth effect of climate change on the oceans is the changes in the major current systems. The changes in the ocean temperatures and wind patterns results in the climate change, and it will affect and alter the ocean currents, according to conservation.org. This can lead to changes in patterns of migrations for many birds and fish, as well as the reproduction of other species, and that depends on the currents for their proper nutrients, as well as where they reproduce and how they find their food and all of that kind of stuff. The currents play a major role in Earth's climate. An example would be of the Gulf Stream located in the Atlantic Ocean, where when the currents change, it affects the rainfall, and it can even affect the temperature of the air. The temperatures on land can change drastically, causing warm places to be cold and then cold places to be warm, ultimately affecting life in those areas. And guess what? It would affect me too. I'm sorry, but I don't want to go to Florida to enjoy the warm weather, and when I go, it's cold all the time because of all of that. So no, no, no. The fifth and last effect is the ocean acidification. According to the Center for Ocean Solutions, the oceans have absorbed almost 1/2 of human-released CO2 emissions since the Industrial Revolution. Although this has moderated the effect of greenhouse gas, it is chemically altering marine ecosystems about 100 times more rapidly than it has in the last 6,500,000 years. Recent studies have shown that the oceans have become less able to absorb the carbon dioxide, which in turn decreases their abilities to buffer against the climate changes. As like the other effects, this can all cause species that depend on this buffer to die out, and then it would of course change the entire ecosystem for the oceans. Because the marine life has not yet adapted to the abrupt and severe changes, we will be able to see a clear depletion in mammals and fish, and then even humans, due to the resources of food being gone. So I think that that's probably one of the most important things. It's definitely something that needs to be considered when it comes to how we deal with the ocean and what we do with it. Hopefully, with a better understanding of how the ocean is affected by climate changes, we can have a better understanding on how to prevent them. If we adapt new techniques, solutions, and change of thoughts and ideas, and even our behaviors to better our ocean life, we can in turn better our own lives. So this has been my video about the 5, not 2, but the 5 effects of climate changes on the oceans, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.